Marlene Hutchinson, and welcome to Tips for Guitar Playing Success, streaming now on Amazon Music. As many of you know, I've been sharing my guitar playing tips every Thursday for more than 10 years. It's been my way to hopefully help you stay motivated, be inspired, and continue expanding your guitar playing journey. If you're interested in more learning resources like my guitar courses, Lesson of the Month Club, coaching, Thursday Tips blog, and more, go to my website, marlenesmusic.com. And for anyone who's listening and feeling like you're missing out on all the guitar playing fun, you can easily get started with my super simple Learn to Play Guitar in a Day course. Now, on to today's tip. Today's tip is how nylon and steel string guitars differ. I've been playing guitars since 2002. I started on a nylon string guitar because it was easier on my fingers. Then I graduated to a steel string guitar because it fit my playing style a little better. I still play the nylon string guitar sometimes, and I love that I have the option to play either. There are basically two types of acoustic guitars, nylon string and steel string. Besides the strings, there are other differences such as construction and playability. Nylon string guitars are also referred to as classical or flamenco guitars. Steel string guitars are referenced by their body shape and size, like Dreadnought or Grand Concert. For more info about the guitar shapes and sizes, go to my podcast episode, Understanding Acoustic Guitar Shapes and Sizes, which I released on October 22nd. As far as playing differences, nylon string guitars are generally best suited for classical and flamenco music, while steel string guitars are typically best for rock, blues, jazz, folk, and contemporary. Although, in my opinion, you can play any kind of music on any guitar. The only exception is if you're specifically leaning towards classical or flamenco style playing, then you would want to play a nylon string guitar. Hey, do you know someone who would like to play guitar? It's never been easier with my Learn to Play Guitar in a Day course. And if you or someone you know already plays guitar and wants to learn more, then my Lesson of the Month Club and my coaching sessions could be just the right thing. The links are in the show notes on your podcast app, or you can find them on my website, marlenesmusic.com. I'm going to talk about the guitars from top to bottom, describing the differences. But before I do that, I want to talk a little bit about the most obvious difference, the strings. Nylon strings are manufactured with a core of nylon or sometimes other synthetic materials. Then, in addition to the core material, strings 4, 5, and 6 are wound with an alloy material like 80-20 bronze, which is 80% copper and 20% zinc. Or even silver is sometimes the winding material used. Nylon strings are easier on your fingers. Steel strings have a wire core, and strings 3, 4, 5, and 6 are wound using alloys such as 80-20 bronze, which I just described, or a phosphor-bronze combination, which is 90% copper and 10% phosphor. But the wound material can also be other alloys and alloy combinations like aluminum and even silk. Steel strings are harder on your fingers. And in case you'd like to know about guitar strings in greater detail, I'll be talking about that in a future episode. Let's move on to the guitar head, neck, and body differences, beginning with the head of the guitar. The headstock of a nylon string guitar is slotted or cut out with the string posts, also called tuning machines, in line with the tuning peg, which is also called a tuning key. The steel string guitar has a solid headstock and the string posts are attached through the top of the head. Next is the neck. The nylon string guitar is wider and has no truss rod. There are no guide markers on a nylon string guitar neck. A steel string guitar has a more narrow neck width, and there is a truss rod, a metal bar, which is built into the neck to help protect the neck from bowing due to the pressure of the steel strings. And there are guide markers on the steel string neck. By the way, you can put nylon strings on a steel string guitar, but never put steel strings on a nylon string guitar because the nylon string guitar neck has no truss rod. It's not designed to withstand the intense pressure of the steel strings. Steel strings on a nylon string guitar can cause damage to the neck, including bending, warping, and even breaking. Little pause here. Don't forget to support my podcast program by joining my patrons group. Just go to my website, marlenesmusic.com, look for podcast in the navigation bar, and scroll down to become a member. So as far as the guitar body is concerned, nylon string guitars have only slight variations in the size and shape, and there is no pick guard except on a flamenco guitar and no end pin. Steel string guitars have many size and shape varieties, and they do have a pick guard as well as an end pin for a strap. Nylon guitars do not have a cutaway. Steel string guitars sometimes have a cutaway. As far as the bridge, on a nylon string guitar, the strings are secured to the bridge by either looping, tying, or using ball-ended nylon strings. A steel string guitar strings are held in place using a bridge pin to hold a ball-ended string into each string's designated hole. Now, as far as sound, here's what a nylon string guitar sounds like. And playing the same thing, here's what a steel string guitar sounds like. So, depending on your playing styles, you might choose one or even both types of acoustic guitars. I hope this episode's tip has helped you to continue expanding your guitar playing skills and knowledge. If you'd like to learn more, please check out the many learning resources available at marlenesmusic.com. Thank you for joining today's podcast, and as I like to say, play on.